With you, yeah. You have that effect on me.
I'm gonna make you go away.
Do it.
Should we do a firing live on the air? I mean, should we just
A what?
fire you live?
Do it.
Do it. Oh no, we have too much ammo.
Liz is getting fired today.
That's the topic of today's video. Liz is getting fired. Good morning.
But not because I'm late.
Good morning.
Was
Nope.
not late, Liz, today.
You were not. You were on time, Liz. Doesn't have the same ring to it.
Well, I was.
Gary, good morning. Gordon, good morning. You were what?
I was gonna say I was kind of late because you pulled in first, but I lied. I didn't. You didn't pull in first.
Yeah,
I
you
did.
were here before I was. Welcome to Monday. Today already feels like it is Monday, right? Yes, it is Monday. Today definitely already feels like
I don't know what day it
Monday.
is, but it feels like Monday.
Yes.
Why does it feel like
Good
Monday?
morning. I don't know. I feel like out of sorts. I had to jiu-jitsu this morning, which is awesome, and I have fun, and it's exciting. But like I come in here this morning, I just feel like there's chaos, and I don't know.
Because you're so in the zone and calm and
Calm?
Wait, what's the word when you're like you're in your flow?
Zen?
Yeah, you were zen and in your flow state doing martial arts, and then now you're at work.
You're doing a lot
It's-
of talking and not being on the camera.
it's chaos.
Don
Because
Fitz, good morning.
you take up the whole
Mike,
screen.
good morning.
Hello.
That was weak. Oh, I had so much fun Saturday. Liz was teaching a women's only CCW class, and I had already been in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd already been in there and interacted with them a little bit, I guess. But at one point, I was going down to help Vinny with his class, and we're walking by Liz's class, and I just yelled in the classroom, and the whole class jumped, and it was glorious. It was great.
You have
They were a fun group. They
quite
were
a voice.
Good group of
It was.
ladies. And it was funny though. Then I came out here, and there was some lady standing at the counter, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, something. And Angel told me, she goes, "You got to quit yelling. You're scaring all the customers." And this lady looks at me. She goes, "What the hell was that? What were you doing in there?" Like, just having fun. Just having fun.
Do you do that other places you go?
Yes.
Like on the boys' bike team and stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What about your family events? You walk in,
I
turkey's
do-
on the table.
Yeah.
Woo!
I do occasionally. I don't know that I've ever done it in like a, like my immediate family, not like at Thanksgiving dinner. I should.
You
though.
should.
Maybe that'll be a thing. We got Easter coming up. Maybe I'll just walk.
You should walk into church.
That would go over well. I'm sure.
Hilarious.
Grant, good morning. How the hell are you?
Or after
How's
after
Arizona?
you take your communion,
Yes.
take a drink.
Take a wine, and
Oh, that'd be great.
that would be pretty glorious. Walmart grew your house. So welcome to April 3rd and a Monday and a new freaking month. I can't believe April's here already. We're going to go through, do the inventory thing. I do have to go through it kind of quickly because we have to get the doors open here a little bit. And I want to spend a few minutes and talk about, if you read the description, or what the hell is it called? I guess description. The description of what this video is. We're going to talk about being certain of the condition of your firearm before you clean it. I mean, before you do anything, truthfully.
Always know the condition.
Always know the condition
Always.
of your gun. One of our employees here, his daughter has a new ventilation hole in her apartment, not from her, but from a neighbor who decided to clean his firearm and discharge the firearm before cleaning it. That's not the best way to do it. Jason, good morning, sir. How's life across the little pond? So I'm going to go through, talk about inventory, show inventory stuff. I don't know if we got anything new and crazy and wild in since the last time we were on, but we're going to see. And then we're going to talk about knowing the condition of your freaking firearm all the time.
All the time.
So come with me. Come with me now. Let's go.
Come with it now.
Don't.
I was going to start singing.
Singing?
Rage Against the Machine.
Yes. Don't do that. Yeah, yikes. Yikes is definitely a good way to put it. Cracking. I like that term. Nice and sunny. I think today's supposed to be a nice day here. Cracking. Yes. He was saying that the weather is really nice there. Everything is good.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is. Oh, I do.
Of course you do.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Is that the next line?
I don't know, honestly.
Everything is awesome. Everything's cool when you're
Eli
part of a
was
team.
still a little young when that movie came out, so
You got to start watching with Eli, with Benny. Yeah. High of 80 and sunny there. So that was us. Well, yesterday was like mid 70s, but sunny. I actually got a little sunburn. I went and rode my bike. I have a very funny tan line on my legs. It's a good thing I'm wearing pants right now. The sun's finally starting to come out a little bit. Although it's supposed to be nice today, I think, and
it's supposed to get to like 80 tomorrow.
Yeah, but thunderstorms again. Okay. No, it's not okay. I don't want thunderstorms. I want just sunny. Okay, you're slowing me down, Liz. Stop talking.
Hurry up.
David, good morning. Jorina. I don't know if I said that right, but
hey, Jorina.
Oh, do you know Jorina?
Yeah.
Oh, morning. We have shotguns. We have some used stuff up here on the wall too. Again, I got to go through this kind of quick. I'm on a little bit of a time constraint, but we have lots of used stuff up here. I've got several Mossberg 500s, 590s, and 930s in 12 gauge, and I do have one 20 gauge Mossberg 590 Shockwave, Kel-Tec KSG, and an 870 TAC from Remington. Gordon, do we have any shooting gloves in stock? We might have some. I'll take a look when we get over on the other side. That's not the right spot for that, Liz.
Oh,
I apologize. It goes here. Right there.
I have a special spot.
I have a special spot, so I know where it is when I come back around.
There you go.
Thank you very much for doing things the correct way. All right, let's take a look at the long guns. Lots and lots of long guns up here on the wall. ARs in 308, 762 by 39, just like this guy here, but we're just going to go ahead and close that little dude. I've got a Galil Ace up top. So I've got stuff in 5.56, 308, 762 by 39 from Rock River, Wilson Combat, Smith & Wesson, Black Rain, Ruger, SIG, FN. So I've got the FN Scar 20 and a Scar 15P. So 5.56 pistol from FN. PS90, Grand Power 9mm, CZ Bren, IWI, and Springfield Hellion. What are those things called?
Tabor?
No, the Bullpup. I was drawing a blank on the style. Then I've got several CMMG, Banshees, and Descents, 5.56, 9mm, and 7.62 by 39.
I feel like do you always leave your coffee behind?
Yes.
You do?
I leave it there on that. Now you just messed it up.
I know,
You
right?
just screwed it all up, Liz.
I don't know what's going on.
It's because you moved my coffee instead of me moving my coffee.
Behind. I feel like you don't usually leave it behind.
I do. I leave it right there all the time.
No, it's not.
Oh, I did forget. Charles wanted me to mention that the HK rebates end this week at some point. Let's see, through April 9th. So I guess that's Sunday, maybe? Next week, Monday?
I think Kel-Tec you get $100 or something too.
Beretta still has some stuff. These ended. Sorry if you missed out on the Smith & Wesson deals. You missed out.
One's up top.
Kel-Tec, where?
$100 check.
Oh yeah, Kel-Tec. You get. They'll cut you a check for $100 to buy a new sub 2K. Don says, "Move it to my desk where I belong." Get out of here, Don Fitz. Yes, Gordon. Thank you for backing me up. Gordon said you're wrong in moving my coffee. least that's what I heard.
As long as Gordon said it.
All right, Shadow Systems. I've got DR, MR. We have no MR 920 Liz's left in here. They affectionately named the MR 920L, which is the DR 920 slide on an MR 920 frame. The 920 Liz, because that's what she carries. Even though I carried it first. But that's okay. It doesn't bother me at all that she gets all the attention and I don't. Springfield, I've got Hellcats, Hellcat Pros, XDMs, XDSs, Prodigies. Do you have something you'd like to say?
How many students have you had come up and say, I want the gun that Liz shoots? Or the gun that Phil shoots, rather.
I mean...
I've had at least 3.
Both. That say Liz or say Phil?
Liz.
Yeah, I know.
I had to change it for your...
I don't know, because mine just come out here and I tell them what it is instead of just telling my students to go ask the guys behind the counter for my gun. I give them all the information so they can just come out and say that this is what they want. Smith, I've got equalizers, Easy 9s, Easy 380s, M&P 2.0s, Shield 2.0s, all metal M&P 2.0s, SD 9s. We've got lots of Smith pistols in here.
Where do you want your coffee now?
It's supposed to be down at the other end,
All right, I'm gonna move
so
it
I can grab it
now.
before.
Here it goes.
Okay, you're going to put it in the wrong spot, but that's okay. You still have free ammo for SIG 320 and 365 purchases, and we have lots of them. Lots of different 365 variants, lots of 320 variants, and also some legacy guns, 226s and 229s. HK, I think I showed this one already, but you've got free magazines with different VP9 purchases. I do have a couple of VP9s in here. Looks like 3 of them, I guess. A couple HK VP9s. What are you doing?
Looking at that crazy cool stuff.
So get that out of there. So this Beretta, I don't have my keys. M9A4 with a gigantic red dot thing on it. Whose dot is this, Nick? Steiner, that's right. Steiner mailbox. I have heard good things about these dots as far as I hope they're sturdy and duty ready because they're gigantic. I don't know that I like it personally, but that's just a personal thing.
Enormous.
Yeah. So, whatever. It's cool. I'm sure it works well, and you could hammer nails with it and stuff. But
I don't know. I haven't had an issue to the point where I need an enclosed emitter. What's the?
So closed emitter. I actually have really thought about doing a closed emitter on either putting it on my current gun or the next gun I get. Really helps with dirt and dust. I mean, my optic right now. We'll take a look at it when we go back over to the perch. But my optic right now is probably kind of dusty. It still works just fine. But rain, snow, that sort of stuff gets in there. It can actually block the laser that's getting shot up to reflect off the glass.
I've shot my gun in the rain.
Yeah, I have too.
And the dirt and the rock dust and all that stuff, and I have not had a problem yet.
I haven't either. I have had to. I just hit that the wrong way. Now it's on you, and it should be on me. I have had to clean out the inside of my glass because it gets dirty. I've had my dot start to get like fuzzy looking because it's emitting through so much crap.
Well, as I say,
I don't like that closed emitter though, personally.
As I tell people all the time, everything is a sacrifice.
Yep.
So you're sacrificing something, and it's so weird when you bring that thing so close. I don't know that I'm willing to sacrifice the gigantic
Yes, that one's huge.
aspect of it.
The Hollow Sun?
has one that's
That's pretty freaking
pretty
tiny.
nice.
Yeah, pretty tiny.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. All right. Any optic ready M&P 2.0 C, M&P 9C 2.0s? Will you look for me, please? Liz will check it out, Mike.
2.0 M&P 9C.
Yeah, M&P 9C, that's optic ready. Canic, oh no, let's see. These are all out of order now. So I've got several Canic, Mateys, lots of Mateys, SFXs and SFTs, TP9 Compact, TP9 SF Elite and Elite SC, Beretta, APX, FN, that's weird, that's in the wrong case, FN LS Edge, 509Ts, Cs, and Mids. So lots of options. Janet, good morning. Glock, I've got 19s, 17s, 47, 48, 34, 43 for 9mm variants, and I've got other stuff. I've got a Glock 42 and a Glock 41. Walther Q4 and Q5. This Walther thing ends sometime soon, I think. Maybe not. Oh no, April 17th. So you still got a little while for this one. But buy a PDP, you get a free optic. We have a couple of PDPs. We got a PDP F, full size PDP, and I've also got PDP Pro, Burst of Thunders and BP9s, Eric's Delta L and M, SAR 9s, Sky, Savage, Ruger, Mossberg, Taurus, G3s and 4s. Oh, they've got a discussion going on.
Say C right here after 9. And it says on the box, compact.
So it looks like she's got one here, Mike.
They used to label. They used to put a C back here after the 9, but it says on the box it's compact. Serial numbers match. It's 2.0. It's optics ready. It's the size of a compact for sure.
Yeah.
15. So I would say that'd be it.
So I thought the C had a shorter grip.
It does.
I thought
It's
a regular
compact, yeah.
I thought the regular M&P was a 15 round. Jim, good morning.
I mean, it says compact right there, and that's what the C stands for. From what I knew, that's Springfield. Let's find out. I mean, here's the metal one is more of a full size.
Is that 17 round?
Yeah.
Okay.
They used
All right,
to just
so
designate a lot
yeah,
more.
Mike, this is what we've got. So M&P 9 compact. I don't know if the C is different. You know, they all change crap up weird ways, but
I mean, from the last time I held a C and actually paid attention to it, this is the same size. They just don't label it the same anymore, I guess.
so there you go. Let's go take a look at used guns and just see if maybe we have an old school. See, I thought the actual 9C was smaller, but I could be wrong. I more than likely am wrong.
They may have advanced it a little bit to come into. I don't remember what it held before.
Nobody can hear you, so that's okay.
You can hear me.
All right, Mike. Awesome. Sounds good. Do you have a holster for an M&P 2.0 3.6 that will attach? Oh boy, John's asking all the questions. M&P 2.0 3.6 that will attach to an Enigma. So we need a appendix rig. So we'll check. Liz is going to look right now. In the use case, I've got a couple of 2.0s, Shields, 320X Compact, Sky, CPX, Ruger LCP2, TSOS 1911, SIG 320, Ruger 5.7, Taurus G3, and a Ruger SR 9C. Use case is definitely pretty light right now, so always worth checking out whenever you come in. So let's see. No luck. Glock 43.
Forgot to put the shield.
So, John, if you... I don't know how familiar you are, John, with the No Filter Pros for M&Ps. With the requirements, but basically it needs to be an appendix rig with a wing that has the right spacing to mount on the Enigma.
Filster actually has it listed on their, like a list somewhere on their website.
So it doesn't look like we have anything for the M&P in here right now. Sorry about that. Well, it's all Glock and SIG. Let's see. All right, let me go to my perch. I want to talk about understanding the condition of your gun. And then we got to get doors open for class here in a minute. So, if you missed the first part of the video this morning, one of our employees, his daughter, found a bullet hole in the wall of her kitchen at her apartment. One that she did not put there. Her neighbor was attempting to, or going to, maybe he finished doing, I don't know, cleaning his gun. And before he started said cleaning, he sent around through a shared wall and into her apartment. Simply because he did not know the condition of his gun. That is something you don't have an option of not knowing. You have to know the condition of your gun all the time. All the time. Any time that you lose physical control, it was made by a 9mm. Anytime you lose physical control of your gun, you need to check it the next time you touch it to make sure that you know the condition of your gun. So, if this gun is empty, okay, look, it's empty, there's nothing in here, okay, if I put this in a bag and I come to work this morning, even though I know I put an unloaded gun in my bag. Liz, can you do me a gigantic favor? Grab me a Glock mag and some dummy rounds, please. I know that I put an empty gun in my bag. So when I go home or I come to work, let's say I'm coming to work, I'm bringing this in my bag. I know I put an empty gun in my bag. When I come to work and I get my gun out, I still have to check it to make sure the gun is empty, even though I'm certain that I put an empty gun in my bag. I lost physical control of the gun. The next time I touch it, I have to double check to make sure that that gun is empty. Okay? That's not a, I'm sure of it, so I'm just going to leave it alone thing. It's not an option. You have to double check. Anytime you lose physical control of a firearm, the next time you touch it, you make sure the gun is in the condition you expect it to be in. You should have a good idea that, hey, I'm picking this gun up and it's loaded. Or I'm picking this gun up and it's unloaded. You load just 5 rounds or whatever in there. That's good. That's 4. Close enough.
I have one left.
I know. Well, it took you too long. So these are dummy rounds. Okay. So here's the way. This is what I tell people in my classes all the time. This is where I think the vast majority of accidents, like what happened at this young lady's apartment, said person is here shooting. And I don't know that the person was here. I'm just saying. Somebody's here shooting their gun, having a good old time. Get done shooting. They rack their slide, take their magazine out, put my magazine away, put my gun away. Okay? Now, in my brain, I think my gun's unloaded. Where'd that dummy round go?
I'll find it. Don't worry.
Sorry, I got to make sure I don't lose that.
A little neurotic.
A little bit. Now, I go home, my brain says, my gun's unloaded. So I don't even worry about it. I just leave it alone. I know I unloaded my gun at the range, so there's no reason to check it. Then I have to get this gun apart, I have to pull the trigger. So I aim in a safe direction. It's not going to hurt me, but it's going to go right through my freaking neighbor's wall. I pull the trigger. I just want to make sure. Pull the trigger. and the gun goes boom and scares the crap out of me, and thankfully does not hurt anybody that way in this case. We're not always so lucky. Sometimes that happens and we hurt ourselves or we hurt somebody else. If I had done that exact same thing, okay, I'm here shooting, bang, 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 I need to get going, so I rack my slide, take my magazine out, put my magazine away, put my gun away. Now, I get home, and I need to double check that, or I get home and I'm going to take my gun apart to clean it because I shot 10 rounds through it, so I obviously have to clean my gun. Go this way.
What?
Go this way. So, I get home, I need to clean my gun. I take it out, even though I expect this gun to be empty. I verify there's no magazine, and then I rack my slide, and I say, holy crap, a round just fell out of there. Thank God I didn't just try to pull the trigger. Anytime you lose physical control of your gun, the next time you touch it, you need to double check to make sure it's in the state you expect it to be in. Jim says, years ago I had a guy hand me his gun to check out. He says, it's clear. I still rack the slide and check. No mag, but one in the chamber. Don't trust other people telling you it's clear. Abso-freaking-lutely. Unfortunately, this is something that pretty much everybody who works in this building has been exposed to. Okay.
It's not loaded.
Yep. A customer taking a gun out of their bag and saying, here, can you guys fix this gun? Something's going on with my gun and I don't know what's happening. In the meantime, the employees back there bobbing and weaving, right? As they're just flashing this thing around. Oh, it's not loaded. I don't care. You're still pointing a gun at me.
And we chuckle at this, but it is... I can't imagine you would want a loaded gun pointed at you. It sucks a lot.
Yes.
Just don't do it. I know we're laughing about it, but it's, oh my gosh, it's...
I'll tell you one of the most awesome moments for me as an instructor. This probably a year ago, we'll say, I had a mother, daughter, grandma, mom, daughter, okay? So, say age range from 65 to 13. Grandma, we always ask to see your gun first before you go into class, and we can make sure it's unloaded and all that sort of thing. Grandma pulls her gun out and hands it over to me, and the granddaughter, who's 13 years old, says, Grandma, you can't do that. So Grandma now is nervous. She's like, what do you mean I can't do that? She goes, you have to check it first before you hand it to somebody else. I could not. I wanted to give that little girl such a big high five, but she was tiny and I didn't want to hurt her. So I gave her a gigantic light high five. That was awesome. That was awesome. And that was all parents. The girl had not been here before. That was parents teaching her the right way. That was awesome. And we do not see that very often, if ever. Don says, we get loaded firearms handed to us all the time when the customer says it's clear, and they are very surprised when we clear it and find a live round. Yeah, that, like I said, that unfortunately happens all too often. Rob, good morning. Yeah, and I will do that. So I tell my students that if you show up and you set your bag on a counter and you draw your gun out of your bag and you point it at me, I will rip the gun away from you. And when you give me a dirty look, I will ask you exactly that question. How would you like it if I took a gun out of a bag, you don't know what's going on with that gun, and I pointed at you? It would make you feel pretty uncomfortable. Well, yes. Know the condition of your gun all the time. If you lose physical control of your gun, make sure you check it the next time you touch it. If you expect the gun to be loaded, okay, so again, unloaded gun, dummy rounds, okay? If I have this gun loaded up in my safe at home and it's sitting on the counter, or sitting in my safe, okay? And this is the gun I carry on me every day. This gun stays loaded all the time unless I'm, unloading it to shoot or do a demonstration or whatever. I take my gun out, I make sure that my brain says this gun's loaded. I need to make sure the gun's actually loaded. So I do a press check, and I'll pull the slide back just a little bit, make sure that I see brass in there, make sure my slide is reseated, and then holster my gun. I know my gun's loaded, but I need to double check to make sure because I lost physical control of it. So if you think your gun is unloaded, you should look, double look, triple look. I unload my gun. I'm going to double check that there's no magazine, look in my chamber and make sure, look away for a second, and then do it again. Okay? How many times have you said, hey, I wonder what time it is? Look at your watch. And 8 seconds later, you're like, crap, what time is it? Oh, it's 8:39. Okay? So when we just go through a motion of, magazine's out, yep, my chamber's clear, you didn't really look. Look away for a second. Think about what you're supposed to be looking for. Look again. Make sure you know the condition of your gun all the time. Please and thank you. Your neighbors will thank you. Your friends and family will thank you. So, all right. I've got students checking in. Sorry, I got to go. So you guys have a super awesome day. Stay safe.